Hello and good morning, my fellow truckers. Here we are on the road, delivering stuff for years. I don't know, kind of lost it there. Anyway, hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you're all well. It's rather chilly today. I don't know, feeling the cold. I think I spent most of yesterday in a t-shirt outside jet washing the paths and notice that another way crow paths and the patio and everything. So yeah, spent most of the day yesterday sort of wet and cold. Well, I don't know, it was quite warm actually. It was warming up. I washed the cars as well. So yeah, a lot of time outside in a t-shirt with water. But yeah, feeling a bit chilly today because I haven't done that much. So we left the yard at 4 o'clock this morning. It was currently Monday the 21st of November. This guy just going to creep along. I'll just do 2 miles an hour, be fine. That's right, I ain't got nowhere to be. Yeah, we left the yard at 4 o'clock this morning and we're heading up to Lincoln again with another load of recycling. So we're going to go get that off, and then I think after that, we were collecting timber. So yeah. Come on, pal. That'd be nice. Yeah. You going in the petrol station, are you? You going to go fill up? Sorry, just take your time. Just go into the car bit, that's fine. He's in no rush, obviously. Ignore that warning, it's just another sensor. Typical thing. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go do another round of recycling from Monday morning. We should be due there about 11:30. I've just had a 45 at Strencham. I stopped for a bit, and by the time I finished doing what I was doing, it was like half an hour, so I thought I'll sit here for another 15 minutes. So I've cleared my driving time, so now I've got a straight run up to to Lincoln or north of Lincoln, wherever. I don't know if I'm actually delivering this or if I'm just doing a trailer swap when I get up there, so we'll find out in a bit. I've got to give the boss a ring when I'm near there to figure out what I'm actually doing. So yeah, we're due there at 11:30. So I'm going to soldier on up and yeah, we'll go do something, and we'll do something else, and then do something else. You know, generally how these videos usually go. Oh, 4-day week this week for me as well, because I am on holiday from Friday. So from the 25th of November to the 2nd of December, I'm back. I am on holiday. We're away in Wales to a little place just outside of Wales, and it's going to be glorious. A little cabin somewhere. Can't wait. This week can't go quick enough. Anyway, I'm going to crack on up north. I will see you later. Here we are, coming up to Hemswell Cliff. So, I don't actually know what I'm doing with this lot yet. So I'm literally going to have to pull up here and stop and then ring my boss and find out whether I'm actually delivering this or just doing a trailer swap. He seems to think I'm doing a trailer swap, but he wasn't quite sure when I rang him earlier. So I'm going to pull in here and stop for a minute, give him a shout, and then potentially have my lunch. Because I've got 3 hours driving, so I might have to have a break before I go much further anyway. I mean, even if I stopped to 4.5 hours, I'd have still been here with like 2 hours on the clock, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I could be delivering it, I might not. I might do a sneak in behind this blue trailer here and give the boss a call and see what he says. Or after it doesn't really matter where. My truck's clean, there's big puddles. Ah, there's a nice little spot there, it's not too bad. Alright, I'll give him a quick call and then I'll let you know what's happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop here for a bit, I'm going to have a wander down there with my paperwork, and we're going to go book this load in, and then ask them if we could potentially get it tipped now. And if they say no, I'll go give my boss a ring back. So yeah, either way I've got to get it booked in, so I'm going to go have a wander over there, and I'll see you in a minute. Better turn the engine off and on. Oh, it's chilly out there, 6 degrees. Oh, winter's well and truly in full swing now. Righto, we are done and dusted, finally. Yeah, bit of drama here today. So I turned up, they couldn't get me booked in or whatever. I had to go over to the customer doing the work for, ask them. So they had to ring up and ask, not sort of beg, but they asked for a slot. Got me a slot at 1 o'clock, I got around at 1 o'clock, went to go book back in. As I did that, a Ro-Ro was coming out where I'm driving right now, and this car was coming the other way, slammed his brakes on. I think he missed the Ro-Ro, but he slid and hit another truck in his car. But he didn't stop, he carried on, and the truck that I was parked behind, he then went bang right into the rear double wheels of his unit and hit that. I've got a little video clip, so I might put some of that up, but I'm going to have to block some stuff, we'll see. Some guy in a car, a big Ro-Ro went up, he hit the front of Ro-Ro, hit another unit, smashed in the back of this unit, and he's just driven off into deck. And yeah, ain't touched my wagon luckily, but yeah, he's hitting up that white wagon up there. Yeah, and then he carried on driving into where I was going, drove past me as I was stood at the gatehouse, wheels akimbo, you know, absolutely insane. And the old bill called and everything. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you crash in the truck? Yeah, well, mate, he's been taken away. There's loads of, apparently he's been drinking. So yeah, bit of excitement for one day. Yeah, no one was hurt, I don't think, so we're all good. Even the mate that was driving, he was fine. Just, obviously, a little bit worse for wear, I think. As in, drink. Yeah. Anyway, we got in there a bit late, so we were booked, and I got booked in at 1, half 1 came, nearly 2 o'clock came. I went and asked, and apparently they were waiting for someone in the office to sort out the paperwork or something, so they couldn't let me in. So eventually they managed to get me in about 2 o'clock. As I got in, I had to wait for a hook loader to then go into the building to pick up a full bin, bring that out, drop it, pick up an empty one, take that in, bring it out before I could back into the building. I needed to be tipped. And because of all that, it is now 20 to 4. Yeah, 20 to 4. Oh dear, I got here at what, just before 12 o'clock? Half 11, I think? Yeah. And yeah, I'm not going to make my loading time, because I've been to this place before where I'm loading, and they do not load after 4 o'clock. And I'm due there at 2 minutes past. So it looks like I'm going to be having an early night. Earlier than I expected. So I think I can park right outside there. So I'll do that for the night, and hopefully get in first thing in the morning. We'll see what happens. But I've lost like half a day now, because I could have got that on and got at least a couple of hours down the road. But that's not going to happen today. Never mind. That's how these things go sometimes. It is what it is. Yeah, bit of drama. Like I said, as recording this, I'm quite happy to put that bit of footage up that I took. You didn't see the crash or anything. You just see a bit of the aftermath, where the bits on the floor from the truck. But I might have to block out some names or whatever. So we'll see what happens. I'll have a think about it. So if the clip's in, then it's in. If it's not, then it's not. So yeah, obviously I don't want anyone to get in trouble. So yeah, a bit of excitement. Alright, I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Wonder if we can make up that 1 minute and they'll let me in. Oh, just double checking the white lines are painted properly. Truck says yes. Alright, get off the old beaten track. Is that van going that way? He is. Good, because I'm going this way. I'm due to get there bang on 4 o'clock, which is still not going to be good enough. They just ain't going to load me. I don't even know how much it is I'm collecting, but yeah. Like I said, if I have to stop there for the night, I'll stop there for the night. Not an issue. Nope. Alright, let's get down here. I actually bought myself too much food for this week as well, because I forgot I had Friday off. So I've sort of like bought myself like 1 too many meals, so luckily one of them is like relatively low in calories, so I might just have that for lunchtime. Yeah, fun times. Also without me, I don't condone drink driving at all. Shouldn't be done. What the hell possesses people to do these things, I don't know, but then again, you don't know what he's got going on in his life, you know. You don't know, he might have had a partner just leave him, he might have like lost close ones to him or something, and it's just caused him to lose the, well, just lose the plot, I guess. That's what happens to some people, isn't it? But still doesn't make it right what he's done. Well, that's going to bugger his life up for a bit anyway. Like I said, no one was hurt, so that's one good thing out of it, but it's going to ruin his life now, because he's going to potentially lose his license for however long and potentially lose his job. But yeah, don't drink and drive, people. It's not good, not worth it. Yeah, definitely not worth it. I don't drink much anyway, very rarely drink. I think I've had a good drink twice this year so far, or twice last year technically, because this is recorded for the next year. So yeah, 2022 I think I've been drunk like twice. It's not because I'm boring, I just don't see the appeal of it. It's only occasionally when I got a load of friends and that want to go out, I'm like, yeah, okay. I have a drink to enjoy the drink more. That's just me, I guess. I've never understood people that have to go out every weekend for a drink. I don't get that. I don't understand it. I don't want to waste my weekends. My weekends are too valuable to me. Which is also another reason why I got rid of my Audi. I'll get onto that in a bit. I'll probably get onto that tomorrow. Yeah, my time is too valuable for me to then spend most of my... There's no point in me going out on a Friday night, because 9 times out of 10 I don't get back to like 5, 6, 7. By the time I get back, get showered, have something to eat, I am ready for bed. And then on a Saturday night, it's like, well, go out Saturday night, and then it's like spend my Sunday feeling like crap. So a lot of time I just don't bother. Anyway, we're here now. It's 3:59. It ain't gonna happen, is it? I'm still gonna poke my head and say hi, but I know it's not gonna happen. I think I can park down there somewhere, so I'll probably do that. So yeah, I will stop here for a minute. I will see you in a second. Yes. See you in a bit. It's probably a bit dark, but result, we're being loaded. Win-win. Apparently he said just in time. I was like, whew. To be honest, I was looking forward to having an early night. But no, that's good. That's good. I'll crack on tonight then. I'll get down as far as I can. The problem is, I think it's going to end up taking me down the A1. It might take me down the M1. I don't know. Because I don't want to be stopped where I was last time and have my lights nicked again. Yeah. Alright, I'll continue to be loaded, and I'll remember to put my hard hat on when I get out again. I got told off. Alright, you gonna let me out, Gate? There we go. Right, we are eventually loaded. It's 5:30, it's taken an hour and a half. Could have potentially been at 15 minutes earlier. One of the rules here is you stay in the cab while they're loading you. You undo your curtains, and then you get back in your cab. And then they sort the curtains out and the posts and whatever while you're sat in the cab and they're loading. They're loading. So sometimes it takes a couple of minutes for them to go get one of the packs and then put it on. And I sat there, I'm thinking, no one's been by for ages. It's probably been about a good 15 minutes. So I get out, look, yeah, fully loaded. They haven't told me I was loaded, so I could have been off 15 minutes ago. Mad. All it takes is a beep beep, you're done mate, thumbs up, but no, nothing. Just drove off and left me to it. So I was like, okay, I'll waste some more of my precious time I have then. Never mind. But we are loaded. We have our umpteen packs of red batten on, which is going to a building place down in Yeovil. And I've got plenty of driving time left. I've got like 3.5 hours driving time, but I've only got less than an hour and a half working time now. So I've got to try and find somewhere to stop within the hour pretty much. So yeah, engine malfunction, we know that. It's just NOx sensor. They ordered 2 for my truck after it died, because generally you got an upstream and a downstream, and the upstream one went, which generally throws out the downstream. So they fixed the upstream and cleared all the faults, and it was alright. Then after work, and the downstream one went. So now now they've got to reorder a downstream NOx sensor, and yeah, yeah. Never mind. It's nothing major. It's just a sensor that detects the harmful things within the gases that flow through the truck. It just makes sure everything's running within the parameters that's set for it. So when one of them fails, it's like, nope, I don't like it. It's a bit like when your airflow sensor goes in your car. Now, I had a Volkswagen Bora before I had the Audi, and that was forever throwing out air sensors. But of course, if the air sensor goes, it then sets out the pre-cap O2 sensors, then the post-cap O2 sensors, and it's like, nightmare. Yeah, so it's just done the same thing on here. So yeah, we got another sensor that needs fixing, but that's no major issue. It'll probably be done at the weekend. But then I'm off for a week anyway, so hopefully we'll be done during that time. Right, so we're going to head out of here and try and find somewhere to stop. I will not bore you with this any longer because it is dark. So I will see you... I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not going to stress you out with me trying to find somewhere to stop for the night. Alright, see you later. Or tomorrow. Right. Let's finish my break. And my caramel grande hot chocolate I got from Starbucks, which I bought from... Oh, bit horrible here trying to get out of the spaces because there's so many dips for the wheels. Yeah. So Alice and Francis sent me a super thanks, £5, so to get a coffee. Now, I don't like coffee, so I got myself a hot chocolate instead, so I hope that's okay. So thank you very much for that. It's very, very generous of you. Obviously, I don't expect anyone to do that for me. But no, it's very good. Very tasty. Don't help the diet, but who cares? Right. Today is now the next day, obviously. We stopped and lay by probably about 20 minutes from where I collected the timber from. Stopped there for a night. Very peaceful. And everything on the truck was still there when I woke up in the morning, so win-win. Anyway, we are now at Michaelswood Services on the M5, and we are heading south towards Yeovil. Yes. Go get all this stuff off. We should be due there about, well, according to the sat nav, 10 to 11. But I think there's a bit of traffic ahead of me for some reason. No idea what that's about. Someone's probably run out of talent somewhere. The usual story when it's a little bit wet out. I mean, it's not even that wet down here, it's quite dry. It's obviously the usual winter dew on the road. I don't know, there seems to be a few little spots of traffic, so I'm not looking forward to that. That's alright, we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, we've driven, what, just over 3.5 hours to get to there, and then we've got another 2 hours and 8 minutes to go. So yeah. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Hello, welcome to the Man Cave. Just gonna pop in here for a second. I realised after while editing, that I completely forgot to tell you what went wrong with the car. Now, the 2004 Audi S4s are renowned for having cam chain issues. What happens is the hydraulic tensioners that keep tension on the chain, when the car sits, oil drains away from them and the tensioners go loose. Now, when you start the car, the hydraulic tensioners get oil pressure and they press against the chains and tension the chains to the correct tension. But after a while, when the car sits, the oil drains away from these tensioners and it goes too loose again. Now, after a while, those tensioners wear and stop working properly, and it causes cam chain rattle. Now, when you start the car, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the hydraulic pressure to build up with the oil. The chain rattles for a good couple of seconds before it gets tension. And what this can cause is damage to the runners and guides for the chains, and also it can cause the chains to jump or even break. Now, what's happened with... Anyway, as most of you know, I got rid of my S4 back in, well, it would have been last week for me, but for you it would be back in November. Yeah, obviously Kev T done a little video on it. I made this Star salvage car. The cars are salvaged, not scrapped. Yeah. Yeah, I had a few little comments on people saying, why is it scrapped? It shouldn't be scrapped, it's a modern classic, and oh, I should have got it repaired, shouldn't have scrapped it, this, that and the other. Now, or should have sold it and someone would have bought it and had it as a project. Now I'm going to put this forward to you. Yeah, the car, in tip-top condition, which was better than mine when it was running, is probably worth £6,000 to £8,000. Yeah, my car, when it was running, is probably worth about £5,000 to £6,000. Considering the engine was not in its best health, probably worth £2,000 spares and repairs. Now, would you buy a car for £2,000 that immediately needed £5,000 worth of work before you could even drive it? No, you wouldn't, would you? No. That's exactly my point. Now, if I had the money laying around, I might have considered doing it. The parts alone were about £3,000. 1,200 quid for the cam chains and followers, 1,200 quid for the cam adjusters. There's a few little other ancillary bits that makes up about £300 to £500, and then as you're there, you might as well do the clutch, because the cam chains are on the back of the engine, on the gearbox side. And of course, it's an engine out job, which you can either drop it out through the bottom, which I don't have a lift to be able to do so, or you can pull it out through the front, which is a hell of a job. Generally quoted about 15 to 20 hours labour for people that know what they're doing. Or maybe 10 to 15, I'm not sure. But that's for people that know what they're doing. So it's £3,000 in parts for me to attempt it and potentially get it wrong and break it. I don't have that sort of money to just throw away. And again, I didn't have £5,000. Now bear in mind, back in 2020 I had that accident, which I did have a video on. My car was damaged quite badly because some idiot pulled out of a parking space in front of me. And the insurance company wanted to spend £4,500 on brand new panels to repair my car, but because my car wasn't worth more than 60% of that, they wrote it off. So it had a category N write-off on it. So that stands for non-repairable or non-structural repairable. So there was no damage to the structure, but it was damaged panels. Literally just damaged panels. But because of that, it's, for the rest of its life, is always going to carry that category N. You cannot get rid of that. So of course, that immediately devalues the car. So even if my car was running well, about £3,000 to £4,000 maybe is what it's worth. So £5,000 work for a car that's worth £4,000 after that's done. As much as I loved the car, and I did love it, it was the colour I wanted, Nogaro Blue, which is a very sought after colour, and manual as well. The autos on them are trash. I wouldn't even look at an auto. I don't like autos anyway, other than the truck. But I love that car, and if I had the money I would have done it, but the car would have had to have sat for a good couple of years before I could get that sort of money together to do it. So at the end of the day, it just wasn't feasible. And then it's the case of, could I have stripped the car down and sold the bits off? Yes, I could have. But the fact the car sat from June till November and nothing had been done on it, because I just haven't had the time. Because I don't have the space at home to do it, because we got a caravan on our driveway which we use for storage. Now, when I built the shed, a lot of my stuff come out of there went into the shed. But now we're keeping it because we've got to re-insulate the loft. Now, we're a housing association property, so they were going to come and do it, but the way they wanted to do it meant we couldn't put floorboards back down in there and put stuff in, so we told them to sod off, and we're going to do it ourselves. It's not going to cost a great deal. So we're keeping the caravan on the drive to be able to take all the stuff out of the loft to put in there while I re-insulate the loft, and then I'll put everything back in there. Then the caravan will go, and then I can get cars on the drive properly. Now, we got quite a big drive, so we can get about, I mean, if you do it right, you can get about 5 cars on a drive, but there's only one spot where the caravan is, which is ideal for doing work, because it's flat. It's the only flat part of the drive. And obviously I want to keep that clear for working on cars, cleaning them, etc. Now, it's going to be probably about a year until that caravan's gone, till we've got everything we need to do, get everything out of that caravan and get it gone, because it's scrap. It's literally a scrap caravan. We literally got it off someone to use for storage. So until that's gone, we don't have space on our drive to muck around with another car on there. So the car would have literally just sat in the yard rotting away until I got space to do it. So yeah, there's that. And then there's the case of, I could have sold it to someone for spares and repairs. Again, someone might not, people don't want to spend £2,000 on a car that's not going to run. Now, I know there's more than £2,000 worth in simple parts in that car. The Miltech exhaust, the wheels, tyres that are on it, the suspension components are changed with the polyurethane bushes, springs, the shocks are cheap ones, so they don't really count. And the interior, you know, that's easy £2,000 I could have got there. But again, I just don't have the time. My time is more valuable to me than the extra bit of money I could have got from doing that work. And of course, then it's a case when the car gets stripped down so much, I've then got to get rid of it. But then there's also dealing with people that come to look at the stuff and then go, oh, I know you wanted £1,000 for the seats and everything, but I've only got £200 on me. About, no, go away. You know, and then it's people like, oh, can I come and see this on Tuesday? No, because I'm in Liverpool. Can I come? Oh, can I see it Wednesday? No, because I'm in Cornwall. Can I come see it? No. I said, Saturday or Sunday. And then they come Saturday and waste my Saturday. So I've got to sit in all Saturday wasting my time for people that are going to waste my time. So, you know, come and then and ah and say no. So my decision was, just scrap it. Just get rid, scrap it. Well, not scrap it, salvage it. So I contacted a few companies and a lot of them were offering £200-300. So I contacted Trent's, obviously Kev Works, they were the first ones I went to. I went around to a few others who offered more. But it depends how far away the companies are to how much they pay. So some companies would have paid more if I was nearer to them. The fact that the car is at the work yard rather than my house got me an extra £30. So, you know, there's all sorts of things to think about like that. If I took it to Trent's, I could have got an extra 50 on top of that, but then I would have needed to use the low loader at work and then use fuel, so that would probably cost me about the same anyway. So, so yeah, at the end of the day, I decided to salvage it because I thought, rather than scrapping it or selling it spares and repairs, dealing with time wasters and just having the car sitting around for months and months and months rotting away, that I'll sell it for salvage and then my parts can go on to other S4 users to keep their cars going a bit longer. So that was my decision. Trent's paid me £527, which is okay. It's got me enough money for Christmas and my holiday, which is starting Friday. Woo! Obviously, by the time you watch this, my holiday would way gone, Christmas is gone, New Year's gone. But yeah, so that was my decision. I decided that was best for me, because my time is more valuable to me than the extra £1,000 or £1,500 I could have got for it. So yeah, that's my decision behind it. As much as I would have loved to have kept the car, and I always thought to myself, if the engine did go, I'd get a crate RS4 engine, RS4 ECU, all the ancillaries bolt onto that engine, because it's exactly the same. The only difference is the bottom end's forged, and I've got an extra bit of power, but they're £4,200 just for that, and then it's the work that goes into it. Again, don't have the money, don't have the time. So if it didn't have that category N write-off on it, I would have done something with it. 100%. I would have kept hold of it, put it in storage or in container or something, kept it until I had the money to do something. But it was just that category N that was devaluing the car that much. It just wasn't worth it. No way. Not in a million years. I just couldn't justify it. Hell no. That's why we've got traffic now. Yeah, so decision was give it to Trent's, and then other people can make use of the parts of my car. So yeah, I know it's a big loss for me, but I really don't care. To be honest, I just wanted it gone. I was getting a bit sick of seeing it in the yard just sitting there, so I wanted it gone. As for the wheels, yes. See, I had two sets of wheels. I had the original Audi wheels, and then I had the bronze wheels I had on it. Now, I got rid of it with them wheels. I mean, another thing with the Audi as well, the paintwork was pretty shoddy as well. It was starting to fade a lot on the tops of the doors, so it needed a hell of a lot of paintwork as well, and the roof liner had dropped, so there were two other things. As for the wheels on the car, they were a bit battered and bruised, so I didn't really mind getting rid of them. I would have preferred to have kept them and put the Audi wheels on, but the thing is, the Audi wheels have a brand new set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres on them. So I didn't want to swap it round and put the brand new tyres on there, because I can get about £400 for them tyres, so I will sell them at some point. As for the wheels, I'm not really too fussed. Don't really care. I mean, the tyres that were on the car were Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, but they were about half worn, so not really too fussed with that. So yeah, I'm going to try and sell the Michelins at some point. And the Audi wheels, I might just put them up for 50 quid or whatever for a set of 4. So yeah, not all is lost, but it is what it is. I'm not fussed. As much as I would have loved to have kept the car, I feel I done the better for it. For my eyes, anyway. I know, oh, I shouldn't have got rid of it, but it's... I don't really care about what money I get back for a car. I really don't. But literally just throwing money away on a risk. The engine had 156,000 miles on it. It just wasn't worth it. Because the thing is, I could have done them can chains, and then another 5,000 miles later, something else could quite badly goes. So yeah. Anyway, sorry for this long segment. I hope I've explained enough about my Audi, why I've got rid of it. So it was a car I loved. There was nothing else I really wanted, nothing else I could afford at the time, but I did love it. It was a great car. It was fast. I mean, yeah, there's much faster cars out there, but it was just such an effortless car to drive. You know, from 20 mile an hour, you can be in 6th gear and it just pulls right up to, wow, speeds that'll put you in jail. Yeah, so I do miss it. I really do miss it, but it was for the best. It's the way it needed to be, is for me. I don't have thousands of pounds laying around, so yeah. Never mind. I mean, I could always get one down the line later on, or just get something different. I don't like getting the same car again, because I feel like I'm cheating on the old one, if you know what I mean. I could get one, but it won't be the same. It won't have the same characteristics. Like, my one will have make a certain noise somewhere, but because this other one won't do that, I won't feel right driving it, if you know what I mean. You get used to the car you got. So in a few years, I'll probably look at getting something else, and then the MX-5 will become more of a track toy, so it will be stripped out a lot more and things like that, because it won't be a daily. So yeah, a lot of work. Anyway, this bit's gone on long enough. I will leave it there. I will see you when I'm in Yeovil. Sorry for the rabbiting on. I'll see you in a bit. Right, boys and girls, we are down in Yeovil now. Yes, it's taken us nearly an hour longer than expected. It's now nearly 20 past 11. Wakey wakey. But yeah, there was, I don't know, I assume some sort of accident on the M5 and it was closed between 19 and 20, I think. Yeah, junction 19 and 20. So they made us come off at 18. Well, I come off at 18A at Avonmouth. They headed down the A4 past the Clifton Bridge and that. And then sort of headed onto the A37 from there, down through Shepton and everything. Went that way down the Yeovil, so it took a little bit longer than it should have done, but needs must, I guess. Sat in a little bit of traffic here and there, but we got through quite painlessly. But yeah, I think we wasted, okay, maybe not quite an hour, maybe about 45 minutes. But we're doing alright. Anyway, the last bit I sort of said about my time being too precious for me to warrant sort of taking a loss on the car, but yeah. Put it this way, I work Monday to Friday. I'm away from home pretty much Monday to Friday, so I'll leave for work like, well, this Monday I left at 4 AM, so generally I'll leave for work anywhere between 4 and 6 AM on a Monday, and I won't get back until Friday at about 5, 6, 7 o'clock PM. So, you know, I am pretty much out of the house from Monday to Friday. So I only have like a little bit of Friday evening, which I'm pretty much ready for bed by about 9 o'clock. And then Sunday I've got to get my stuff ready for Monday in the week. So I don't have a lot of time at home really, which is why it's not worth it to me to muck around taking that car apart to be messed around. Yeah, don't have very much time at home. So yeah, I'm bored with doing everything else we have. So November's a very busy month for us. We have a lot of birthdays, my parents' anniversary and everything to go on. Also, in December, Christmas, also holidays. So yeah, just no time really. I've pretty much been non-stop for ages now. I get a little bit of free time to play some games and edit some videos. I don't really class editing the videos as free time because it's still, in a way, technically work related, isn't it? So, you know, it still takes a good few hours of my weekend up if I don't do it when I'm out on the road. I'm going to try and edit this one out on the road because I've got tonight and Wednesday night to do it, so I should be able to get it done tonight if I can be bothered. Depends what time I stop really. So yeah, that's my reasoning. Hope you understand. If you're upset about me getting rid of the car, then tough. Would you have given me £2,000 for a broken car? That would be your comment for this week. Leave a comment on the video. Would you spend £2,000 on a car that doesn't run and requires £5,000 worth of work? Yeah. Right, let's go around this guy. Let's go down there. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, down here somewhere apparently. Saying on the left, but I think it's on the right when I get to the bottom. I'll have to see, I guess. Oh. Pardon me. Thank you. I think it's that building there. I did have a quick look on Google Maps, but I was trying to remember which way it was. I'm pretty sure it's on the right. But sat nav saying it's on the left. Pretty sure it's that unit there. I could be wrong. No, there they are. I was correct. Doesn't happen often, but sometimes I get it. I guess I'm gonna have to pull up here somewhere and go in and see someone. I'll pull up in front of this car so I don't block everything. And I'll go and see someone. So we'll go get all these battens off and I'll see you in a bit. There's another truck in there, but it looks like he's doing his curtains up, so we could be lucky. But I managed to get that load off. Not too bad. There was 20 packs in total. No, 18 packs in total. Didn't take too long. I had to shuffle them around, but they had room to get them all off and then shuffle them around afterwards, so that was ideal. Yep, so we had to sort of get out of their yard quick because there's another truck's waiting to come in. Got out of there, went to park up so I could plumb this place in because I didn't have time to do it in the yard, and then another truck was coming out somewhere else and I was in the way, so I had to move from that. So yeah, I didn't have time to set the cameras up as I was leaving there, so never mind. So we're now heading to a farm out the other side of Taunton to collect some more potatoes as usual. I'm not sure if I've taken you into this one before, but it's a little bit tight. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, getting on a bit. It's quite floody out this way at the moment. I think quite a bit of Devon's quite flooded at the moment, so yeah, it's not good. A lot of water, and I think I had a yellow warning on my phone for more rain as well, so yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. It is winter. Yeah, not too bad. We're at 7 hours driving now, so I've got to get these spuds taken back to the yard, and I don't know if I'm doing anything else after that or whether I'm going back home. It would be nice to go home tonight. Right, I started at 4 o'clock this morning, so by the time I get back to the yard it's probably going to be 9 on 4 o'clock. All depends if there's anyone at this farm loading up when I get there or whether I get straight in as well. I don't mind either way, don't bother me. If he wants me to load up and go an hour up the road, I will. Maybe it's going to help me get back earlier on Thursday, then yeah, I'll certainly do that. I'd rather get back earlier Thursday than go home tonight. Mind you, if I do go home tonight, I can actually go get my bags packed ready for my holiday. Rather than like rushing around doing the last thing Thursday, first thing Friday. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Got to try and edit this video at some point as well. I could probably take my laptop on holiday with me. I think I'd rather just leave it at home. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Two minutes away. And then I think it's about an hour back to the yard from here. Roughly. Which isn't too bad. I've been to this farm many a times, and the funny thing is, there was a couple of times I collected potatoes with Lenhams as well, because there's a place sort of outskirts of Andover. I say outskirts, like it's outside Tidworth actually, Shipton Ballinger. There's a place out there that does potatoes, so we used to collect the potatoes for them. And funny enough, that's from the farm in front of the one I'm going to now. So yeah, when I heard about this, I was like, I know that one well. Funny when things work out like that. There's been a few places I've gone to with Cains that I've been like, I used to go there with Lenhams. Yeah. Right. wide. I don't want to move right over into the island because otherwise it makes it a bit tighter to get in. Yeah, this farm here is the one I used to collect spuds for Lenhams. Let's do that up. But the one we're going to is behind it. So whenever he says this one, I said, oh, is that the one behind Orchard Farm? Because this is Orchard Farm. Straight on. Then you get a car come flying around here and they scare themselves. I should really save this one on my sat nav because I do come here. Not regular, but I have been here about 4 or 5 times now. I think that's enough to warrant saving it, isn't it? Gotta get through a nasty little gateway now. Slow down a bit. Oh, it's got sticking out a bit. It's not ideal. It's so close to that gateway. Gonna get past that car without touching it? Yeah, just. Literally just. Oh, with me light gonna. Yeah, we had a couple of inches spare. It's getting out that's going to be the tricky one, I think. It'll be alright. Oh, bumpy bumpy. Don't really want to use the engine brakes, so I end up locking the rear wheels up. See if there's anyone else down here. There's a bit of a shuffle around if there's someone already here. Oh no, they just got loads of stuff in the way. Alright, let's go see someone. I will see you in a bit. Once I've collected 24 tons of spuds. Oh, there's a sign there. Never mind. I'll just run it over. Never mind. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Glorious. We are loaded. We're done. Wasn't too bad, didn't have to wait too long. Got pretty much straight in. Just had to wait for them to move forklift and a couple of bits out the way. Drive in, reverse up round to the shed on that side. Well, if you saw me come in, it would have reversed that way and then swung out back up here and then reverse straight back. And then load up. Got 24 pallets of spuds on, so about 24 tons. And we've got to try and get up this murky old driveway with all that weight. Should be alright, I've not had a problem before. Oh, we are all spinning. Let's press that button, get some weight in the rear. If that don't work, I'll have to back up and tack it a bit quicker. No, just wheel spinning. Diff lock, maybe? Buttons, John. Which button is it? I got us moving. Just put it in manual. Needs a second. Just keep it in second, keep it going. Lock disengaged. Ah, hi. Ah, good man. Surprise. Go for third. Put it back in auto mode. Get out alright? Yeah, we're fine. It was a bit of a squeeze getting out there, but not too bad. supposed to waited for us, good man, because I didn't particularly want to stop, because then it's a case of trying to get going again. Oh no. We're all good though, we're all good. So we're going to go take these back to the yard. It's about an hour and a half away, which is going to put me on 8 hours 40 minutes driving roughly, so I'll be able to get too far if he's got anything else for me. I mean, I've still got both me, I've still got both me 10s left for the week, so it's not too bad. If it needs me to get any further, I can get about an hour and 20 minutes up the road. Realistically an hour, so the other side of Dorch if I'm going that way, or pretty much just before the M5 if I go the other way. So yeah, I said hopefully get a go home. Should be pretty much bang on 4 o'clock when I get back as well, so I'll be on a 12-hour day. So not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the yard. I will see you when I'm there. Find out if I've got anything else. If not, then I will say bye in the car, I guess. Righto, back to Chiddock. See you in a bit. Right, that is us done. I had to just sat slightly while I was still in the yard. There we go. Right, that is us done. So I got back, had to drop that trailer, hitch another unit up to it, which was fine. And then I had to hitch my unit up to another trailer, which had a couple of fence posts on it. We had the forklift them off, and the trailer's now empty, ready for me tomorrow. Right, I've got to go to Wareham, pick up 2 drops. And they got to go M1 somewhere else, and then run back from there to Poole to pick up some stone, which is going to London. I've got 2 drops of that to do, and then something to collect on the way back for Thursday. Yeah, so that'll be fun. But it's going to be a bit of a tight one, I think, for the next 2 days. But we'll see how it happens. See what happens. Hopefully, because I'm home tonight, I can go pack my stuff ready for the holiday today. So yeah, we'll leave the video there. I'm going to go and drive home now. I'm going to actually spend the night at home, which is nice. Don't often happen through the week, but there we go. It's all good. Can't complain. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. That is entirely up to you. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything, so why not? Also, my videos are released at 6 PM every Monday. Share my videos with people you think might like it, and also leave a comment. I can't remember what I asked you to comment on my video now. I asked you something earlier. Whatever that was, comment there. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with John and I, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!